So the BDs out there just running wild. They ain't got no leader.
Nope.
Wow. Wow. No organization.
Not at all.
Nobody at the top calling shot.
But that's why the BDs split into so many different sets because they ain't have no
So
leader.
so who's some of the BDs out there that's famous? Who's some of the big BDs?
Like Dirk and them, Dirk, Vaughn.
They BDs?
Yeah, they BDs, but Dirk's daddy a GD. Like
Damn.
Old Block and all them, those are all BDs. Chief Keef, yeah, they all BDs.
So how they become BDs if Lil Durk Daddy's a GD?
Cause remember, Lil Durk daddy was in jail most of his life. He got a lot jammed up for doing work under the gang and was in jail for like 20 something years. Like he was in jail for a long time. And he Dirk grew up in BD area, so he became BD.
Wow. So he didn't even fall under his father development.
Nope. Daddy was in jail. He ain't seen no reason to. That's why they saying his record label is a gang, cause it OTF ain't nothing but a bunch of BDs. So he just made BD a music industry label. Just like, Thug did with YSL and what Lucci did with his shit. That's all it was. And Duck and all them, Duck and Ruga, they're all GDs. That's why Duck is dead now. Bunch of BDs shot him up.
Killed by their own people.
Yep. Because they all used to be one.
All supposed to be one. Don't even know how to stick together.
Nope.
But now we know why. I wonder if they knew about this. I wonder if the GDs and the BDs found out that Larry Hoover was a snitch.
They probably didn't, because you got to think about it. Ain't nobody was doing paperwork like that back then.
Crazy.
And this is what, 68? So they was still racist. They probably ain't even do like a real trial. They probably was like, hey, throw these niggas in there. We don't care about the evidence. Just find them guilty. You know how it go.
Niggas was pleading guilty.
Yeah, they was just like, fuck it. The white man got me. You know how niggas think. They not even gonna try to put up a fight.
Not knowing that Larry Hoover was the one that told him, gave him the info. He was the one that told him where to come get you.
Because think about it. If it's in a school, that means, and it was a school and bystanders got hit, that means it was other witnesses came forward too. So you got a whole bunch of witnesses, including Larry Hoover, saying it's you. Nigga, you going to jail.
Yeah, but the other bystanders probably didn't know who they was. They was 15-year-olds. He was the gang member, so he knew who they was because they was a rival gang.
I mean that, but also you got to think about it. They all live in the same neighborhood. You might not go to school with that nigga, but you know who you didn't seen him on the block before. You done heard of him before. This ain't their first shootings. You feel me? So it's like you already know. You might not know exactly where they live or where they stay and all that, but like, oh, that's little Bob. He stay over there on Woo Woo, and he sell my mama drugs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure them other people gave a statement.
That's why I said, including Larry, all of them gave a statement. So the police like, look, little nigga, we got you. You don't even get a lawyer. Just go to jail. And they probably was like, shit, yeah, all right, we young, you know what I'm saying? We young, fuck it, we'll do this a little time.
And Larry didn't even have a gun. How you claim to be the leader? You ain't got no heat on you. Niggas could just come up in your school and bust you.
I don't think he thought they was gonna come into school. I think he thought he was safe.
You supposed to be moving around with a heat. His other homie had a heat.
Yeah.
And his homie didn't even bust back.
Cap, what you need to do is find out if those two people are still alive.
That'd be crazy if they is too, right?
Yeah, they should be shit close. If they only was like a couple years apart. I mean, they could be still alive.
That's why I said they gonna come out now. Don't be surprised if they be on somebody panel do an interview with Vlad. You know how these big things people do now. They want to get the interview. They want to know what happened. It's coming. You're gonna get one of them people to come out and talk. If anything, they probably contacting them now. I need them phone numbers.
Mm-hmm. Now you should, because you got to remember, you know, BDs, they really are big about street code and honor-based character, but Larry was more so about politically oriented. Like, we want our policies to be politically known. We don't want to be just in the streets. The BDs was like, nah, nigga, we like running the streets. And Larry was like, nah, we need to run the world. So the BDs was like, man, fuck that. We ain't trying to do all that. They left.
Damn. That shit crazy. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a war behind this.
You think so?
Hell yeah, I think this is gonna enhance the beef.
Yeah, because the BD's gonna be, yeah, that nigga snitch. That's why we left in the first. You know, niggas gonna start spinning that narrative. That's why we left, because we knew the nigga. He ain't know shit.
Oh, they about to run this nigga in the mud. Especially when they realize that you took over because you backdoored our people. You snitched on our people. That's a backdoor. Just to get that show you how smart Larry was.
Yeah.
He backdoored them niggas, put them niggas in jail, and then took over.
Yeah, that's true.
Nigga, that's some YouTube shit in 68.
Nah, that's true.
That nigga gotta be smart. That's why they kept that nigga in solitary for all this long. That nigga smart as hell.
Yeah, and shit, that nigga would just do his little hand sign. Every officer up in here getting stabbed. Nigga, you are a threat. And y'all speaking in codes that we don't understand. Y'all using certain words that sound normal, but they mean something else. We're in fear of our lives. You got these officers afraid to come to work.
Yeah, you got niggas getting in lines. Like you sergeant and running.
Fast. You done stabbed up 8 of them. They talking about they don't want to come. They calling in sick and shit. They want to transfer. You fuck it up and you fucking up the whole structure.
Yeah. Especially when the inmates listen to you more than the guards.
And that was the problem. That's where the prosecution was like, this is a problem. We got to put you in solitary. You can't have no phone calls, no nothing. You can't talk to nobody because you're scaring everybody.
Yeah, they knew who he was. Now they about to put it out to us. Now we gonna get a chance to know. He not who you think. I can't believe this. I'm shocked. I swear to God, I'm shocked with this paperwork. When I seen this paperwork, I said, oh, hell no, it's over for him. I said, it's over for him.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not shocked. Like, I'm really not. Because at the end of the day, I don't care who you think you are, how gangster you think you are. Everybody folds in the right situation. Even the little stuff, like, everybody folds. Ain't no way you solid your whole life.
He didn't have to jail, though. He didn't have no gun. He didn't shoot at nobody. He just got shot at.
I know, but you got to remember, he's the one that's implemented the policy. You don't talk to the police even if you are a victim. That's what he implemented. That's what he taught. You feel me? But that's why I say y'all have these type of codes in these gangs, but it's not realistic. A nigga gonna talk eventually. The right situation, you become the right victim, you gonna talk. If it's your mama or your daddy or your kid, you're gonna talk. There's no such thing as I'm never snitching under no circumstance. That's not possible, nigga. You a human being. You got feelings. You care about people too, nigga. You'll tell. That's why I say all that snitching shit. Y'all niggas be lying. Yeah, everybody's snitch, man.
That's why I said this shit crazy.
That's why I said I ain't even surprised. And you 18 at that. I know you telling. Ain't no 18-year-old that fucking solid. Like, come on now. Nigga, you just got clipped at your school in front of a whole bunch of people. Nigga, you not going home silent. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you gonna tell, I don't want to go to jail. I was a victim. Yeah, I understand. She said, twin, would you snitch? I already told y'all, if you harm a child, I am snitching. Telling, whatever you want to call it. That is my exception. If you harm a child or a disabled person, a handicap or elderly person, yes, I'm telling. Because they can't even fend for themselves. That's not cool. I don't care. Y'all call me whatever y'all want. I stand firm on children and people that can't help themselves due to mental disabilities or physically. You not finna, no, not around me. You not. You going to jail or you getting put under. Because I don't play that about children.
I'm telling. Well, I probably wouldn't have told in this situation because
Not in that situation.
It was no reason.
Well,
to tell
actually, I'm not gonna lie. I probably would. A bunch of kids, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, is getting clipped because of me. I'm not that heartless. Like, that's not fair to them. They almost lost their life because of me.
He was supposed to get the gang and get his get back.
Yeah.
He knew who did it. He knew who did it. Get the gang, go get your get back.
Nah, facts. And it's your rivals.
So he knew who did it. If you knew who did it to tell the police, then he could have got his get back.
I don't think, again, he 18. I don't think he thinking like that. I think he freaking out. The police the whole school knows. They all looking at me. The police are pressuring me. I don't want to go to jail. I'm a victim. Hell yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all it wasn't me. That's why I said I get why he snitched, but it's unfortunate that you taught against that. So shit. But to be honest, the whole doctrine, I'm not gonna say the whole doctrine is flawed because the new blueprint I feel like is amazing. But even in that time, is like you talking about protect Black people and protect our communities, but you selling drugs to our communities. That's not protecting our community. You hurting us. These people, mamas is on drugs, not taking care of their kids. They buying from you, the Black man, the Black woman. But you talking about we have to help our children and get in these political positions for what? So you can smuggle drugs through the government like the white folks? Come on now. You ain't doing nothing different than what they doing. You just Black.
Nah, for real. Nah, you ain't lying. This shit crazy. Now, but the crazy thing about it is it's gonna be more shit to come out. I don't think this is the first time. I think it's gonna be more shit. They about to bring out all this nigga paperwork.
Honestly, I'm really glad that all of this is being exposed because I really want people to realize snitching happens so much more than you think they do. Mm-hmm. And now we're learning how people are snitching and staying under the radar and all of that. This should let y'all know either do the crime by yourself or better yet, don't do it at all.
Yup. I'm glad it happened so people stop idolizing certain people.
That part.
Y'all be idolizing niggas and don't know nothing.
You ain't lying. Y'all idolize them from stories y'all heard of other people.
Yup. You know what I mean? YNs idolize this nigga.
Yeah, on Larry Hoover. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I know.
All through the music. His name probably been said more than anybody.
I feel you. That's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why I had to really distance. Like, as I got older, I started to realize, like, man, this is for the kids. You know what I'm saying? This is for children. I don't have that type of mindset like that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Shit crazy.
Because I don't know how you feel about this, but I really believe, like, you cannot be in a gang and be a righteous person. You
Hell
just
no.
can't.
You can't do both.
You can't. You got to pick one. You know what I'm saying?
Cause
That's why I see when Sauce Walker was like, I'm a Muslim and a blood. I'm like, nigga, how?
impossible.
Like, hey, you got to pick one.
Impossible. You can't go by. You can't go into nobody message here.
Like Walker, you can't be a Muslim at sex traffic. I mean, you can. I mean, well, shit. I guess.
You just can't go into message here. He ain't praying by himself. He not with. They not gonna have him around him.
Facts.
You could be anything you want, but you won't be in that message here. You won't be in the mosque. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can stop you from praying and doing what you do and what you say, but nobody's gonna invite you into their mosque.
Exactly. If you notice, you ain't never seen them around no Muslims.
You ain't never seen them in no mosque either.
That part.
We see Rollo in the mosque all the time.
All the time. With Dirk, all the time.
And Dirk didn't even start going back to the mosque until he got his life right.
Not exactly.
That's when we knew he was scared.
Walker ain't doing no Ramadan. He ain't fasting for 40, however long it is. He ain't doing that shit. Come on now.
These niggas can't go all day without eating.
Eating or drinking. You can't do neither. From sun up to sundown. No food, no drink. Pray, 7 times a day?
Niggas ain't doing that.
He ain't doing that. But that's what you're supposed to do as Muslim. It's a requirement.
Them niggas just going to sleep 3 or 4 in the morning.
That's what I'm saying. And at 4, you should be up at 4 praying. That's the first time to pray. You're supposed to get up at 4.
I'm up every day 4:30 in the morning.
That's why I said these niggas be lying. You're not supposed to be wearing gold. They got a lot of rules. That's why I say, nigga, these Muslim is just a trend that these rappers, I don't even know why it's a trend, but it's just a trend.
You ever look at them niggas in Saudi Arabia? You don't be seeing them niggas wearing jewelry.
Not at all.
These niggas be faking.
I ain't never seen. They don't even got prayer mats. That's how I know you're not Muslim. Nigga, you ain't even got a prayer mat. That's like the basics.
They don't have a prayer room in their house.
And you supposed to. That's like you telling me you a pastor with no Bible. Nigga, I know you lying.
They supposed to have a room in their house that they go to and pray.
Yep. They supposed to look to the east and doing all that. You nigga, Walker ain't doing all that. Come on now.
Yeah.
This nigga be at the strip club during prayer time.
He don't even know how to pray. He don't even know what to say. So these niggas, everybody want to be Muslim. Like it's like a new chain.
Cause it look cool.
That's all that is.
You know what I'm saying? It looks cool. It looks fun. Everybody else doing it.
No, they think if they say they Muslim, then they could get a connect with a Saudi Arabia or a nigga from New Delhi. Like somebody gonna plug them in.
Yeah, shit. You better leave them motherfuckers alone.
They want to get plugged in. That's what they be wanting. They be wanting to get plugged in.
And that's why I be looking at them weird, because it's like that's how you know they not thinking, Cat, because look at the Middle Eastern's mentality and look at ours. Y'all niggas is not finna bomb nothing. You niggas is not like that. Why would you want to link up with niggas that's on that type of time?
Even outside of that, just the way they live their life. Exactly. Even just the lifestyle. Nigga, the lifestyle that they live over there, we could never live. Like these niggas don't smoke. They don't be drinking like that.
You're not there, they're not supposed to
live a clean life. They women don't have to argue with their women. They don't have to raise their voice.
And they kids is in the home.
Yeah. These niggas would never understand that lifestyle. So when they go over there and they beat them niggas, they be looking crazy.
Man, these niggas is weird.
These niggas can't make their women put on jeans that fit. So let alone cover up.
Facts. They want their woman covered up. You want a bad bitch.
Exactly.
You want to show her on the gram. They don't do that.
Over
And
there,
you better not show your thigh on that motherfucker. You gonna die.
yeah, women over there is modest. They believe that only people that should see them is their husband. You ain't supposed to know what this body look like, this figure. Nigga, in America, we want everybody to see our figure.
And y'all posting y'all baby mamas in thongs. Them niggas would never.
Never. They would never. That's why they laugh at us. That's why do you think the Middle East, other countries laugh at us? The fact that our country even allow people to do that shit. When you got children that's looking at these same platforms.
They telling their kids, you see them Americans, you don't want to be like them.
Little boys. You know what I mean? Little kids got cell phones on Instagram, and you got women, all you got is women up and down the timeline shaking their head.
Shit, they teaching their kids to read multiple languages and shit by the time they 10.
Yep. Bro, I watched this video where the kids in North Korea was doing pianos in school. They don't teach like how we teach like history and science. They don't teach that in school. They teach like music, art, technology. Like these kids know how to fly planes at 9. They know how to take an engine out of a car. They know how to rebuild and take cars apart at 12, 10.
But you also got to remember they raise their kids in a sense of you already have an identity. We raise our kids in America to find their identity. They parents tell them this is who you are, this is who your ancestors are, who your ancestors were, and this is who you will be. As black people, well, not even black people in America, we like, you make your own future, honey. You be who you want to be, honey. All that bullshit.
Black, that should be fake. Them don't be real Muslims.
That's like saying I'm Catholic, but I still touch on kids. Y'all know that. You see what I'm saying? Just because you call yourself something don't mean that's what you embody.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas do that all the time.
Them
the
people
Catholic Church, they'll preach against that, but then go do it behind closed doors to them little boys.
Yeah, they be pretending, man. That my nigga, pornos is. You got to remember when you watch a porno, that's a movie. They acting.
That part.
Man, they be putting on costumes. They be like, 2 Muslims came to my house for dinner, and they acting.
Pizza man.
Come on.
Pizza man robbed me. Like what?
Really, that should be my next business. I could do all that.
That's what I'm saying. Porn was nothing but skits, but content creation. Nigga, that was porn.
That was content creation.
Yeah.
Now you can take it to a whole new level. Now you can do that shit yourself.
See, Axe Black, that's how I know he be lying about his life. Because he be saying, I hang out with me and my wife. We do this and we're financially free. And then he be saying shit that I'm like, bro, you lying. Ain't no way that you just hang around all these rich people who are enlightened with intelligence and you talk like this in the comments. I just don't believe it.
You can't believe it. Look, he think they be real Muslims. He said y'all can't be that ignorant. So you think they real Muslims, Black?
Like, yeah, I need. You got to start using common sense.
Them people be faker than ever. Faker than ever.
I told you, he's the type that is dangerous to the Black American, just ideology, the culture. It's people like him, confused. They tell you one thing and do another. Like Larry Hoover. See, that's what I'm saying. These niggas.
Yeah, it's part of their culture, man. It's part of their culture to have multiple wives.
But what does multiple wives got to do with porn? You see what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you just talking. What does that have to do with porn? It ain't even the princes. It's regular men have regular wives. I mean, multiple wives. Nigga, that's just the culture over there.
The culture, regular dude.
Now you go over there, you find a porn that's in that country, and it's one of their wives, and you tell me if she gonna live the next day when he find out.
It's not even happening. They don't even do it like that. They're not even allowed to do that type of shit. They not doing that. That shit fake. Nigga, all types of people be at your house. You doing some shit like that.
Not for real. Hey, they was cutting their heads off for taking the hijabs off. Imagine what they finna do when they see you